Alright, so this job is super simple. We're going to go ahead and start off by removing the water pump housing, which consists of 5 8mm bolts. So now that all 5 of the bolts are removed, you can go ahead and pop off the old housing, which sometimes they do become seized. Just use a little bit of force and you'll be good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the impeller. You're going to want to use a 1/4-inch impact with an 8mm socket on it. Mine was already broke loose, so I used the T-handle, and voila, it's off. So this kit comes with everything that you're going to need. You're going to get the base, you're going to get the impeller, you're going to get this little washer that's very important that you need to use, as well as 3 of the bolts to fit onto the oil filter housing. So now we're going to go ahead and put the water pump fitting onto the new housing. I do like to use new O-rings for the water pump and everything, which is what we got here. The fitting is getting a brand new O-ring, just throwing on some grease so that way it slips in nice and easy. Got to make sure it stays lubed so it doesn't seize or anything. I'm also putting a little bit of grease onto the bolt so that way it doesn't seize into the water pump, because if I ever have to change it, don't want that to happen. So now you're going to want to put the new impeller on. I use a brand new OEM bolt from Kawasaki. It's going to go the bolt, the impeller, and then the little washer that Pro Circuit supplies for you. Let's go ahead and get this onto the motor and head on to the next step. So now we're going to go ahead and tighten down the impeller. You want to torque it down to 62 inch-pounds, 7 Newton meters. I used my T-handle because I'm a bad mechanic, but that's besides the point. So now we're going to get the brand new OEM O-ring that I bought from Rocky Mountain ATV. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of grease on that so that way it sticks to the new housing and it doesn't fall off and go everywhere when you're trying to put the housing onto the case. So the O-ring's sitting on there nice and pretty. We're going to go ahead and put it on the side case right now. Give it a couple love taps so that way we can seat it down onto the dowel pins. And then we're going to go ahead and install the bolts. Now we're going to want to put on the oil filter cover. You're going to want to use the 3 bolts that were supplied to you in the kit from Pro Circuit. So the only thing left to do is torque your water pump housing bolts down. You're going to want to torque them to 87 inch-pounds. I'm using the good old school mechanic feel of a T-handle and that good old feel that you can always feel. Anyways, super easy job. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss this bike because we're sending the suspension and the motor out to Pro Circuit to get some sick work done. And I'll catch you in the next one.